Hey guys! We're here to do a video today on budgeting for travel. So we know that traveling kind of gets a bad name because it is expensive if you choose to do it in certain ways. And oftentimes young people choose to pick expensive ways just because it's like set up for you, right? And it's easy. But it requires you to work a lot more here to pay for it.
We just did some research now and we were looking at some tour groups and we probably can't name their names, but I'm pretty sure you know which ones we mean. They have trips available for like $1,000, no flights included for 4 days. Okay, that's terrible. And so yes, in their defense, it's fun, I'm sure. But it's not
4 days! Imagine a
it.
Monday to a Thursday.
Yeah,
that's it.
$1,000, that's a lot. So we did some comparisons. So for example, we're just gonna walk you through a trip that we've been planning for my friend. And so he and a friend want to go to Europe for a month. So for 30 days, 29 days. They already bought flights, but if we were to do it, we would find flights for about $900 return.
Which is definitely doable.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And they want to go to 8 cities, so we found them kind of connections between and hostels for about $820 in total for that. In total, what their hostels and flights and intercity transport would come to would be about $1,700. Then Brenna and I recommend about $30 a day for just like everything else.
Like food, activities.
Yeah, museums.
If you're gonna take the metro somewhere.
Exactly.
It adds up.
Anyways, and so that being said, in total for a month's trip throughout Europe, 8 cities, we found $2,600 should do it. Which might sound like a lot, but let's think back to that comparison we used already, $1,000 for 4 days. Let's make that.
Yeah. So this is a 30-day trip compared to a 4-day trip.
Yeah.
And also, our trip includes flights to and from Europe. So the 4-day trip we were looking at in Greece was $250 a day, no flights included. We don't think it's worth it, basically.
So we're really cheap travelers, but you could be cheaper for sure, or you could be way more expensive. Like if you wanna do a lot of shopping, maybe $100 a day, but it's totally something that you could.
And like that's definitely something you can play around with, and I think like we have both played around with even on our travels. Like for example, when I went to New Zealand, I spent no money, and like it was an amazing experience. I had the greatest trip, but like I wish I would have spent a little bit more.
Yeah.
Compared to maybe when I was in Croatia, I was a little more frivolous with my money. So you can decide what's best for you and you can figure it out for yourself.
Finding the balance between cheap costs and having a fulfilling trip is something that you could figure out for yourself because everyone's different, and that's why we personalize your trips to kind of provide you with that. When I was in grade 12, I went to Spain and Portugal with my school, and it was great. I don't regret it because it happened and I saw a lot and learned a lot, but it was $3,600 for 12 days. Like that makes me cringe now. How far you could go with $3,600? The fact that we just explained that a month in Europe cost you $2,600? Okay, so yeah, it's a little ridiculous. So that's why we really recommend, you know, doing it yourself, or if you need help, we can help you with that as well. And so just for another kind of number crunch, we compared another one of these tours that was 7 days in Berlin and Prague, so 2 cities, and they were charging $1,080, no flights included. That includes 6 days in a hotel, a few continental breakfasts, and 2 suppers, I think, and that's about all.
So that's not even all of your money spent. Like you're gonna be spending more money on food or extra activities.
Flights.
Like I did a trip with a tour group in Egypt, and it was a bit special because there was basically no one on this trip because it was kind of a weird time to go into Egypt, but even then, I had to pay for like all of my extras and all of my activities. So at the beginning of every day, like the guy would say, hey, who wants to do what? We're gonna have to charge you for each additional activity you're doing. When at the beginning, I was like, I was under the impression that like everything was included in this trip and that I paid up front and I would be done with. So there are costs that you're gonna incur if you're going on tours like this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so like I said, $1,080 for those 7 days. We later went on to kind of plan it how we would plan it, and the total was $222. Yeah. So, you know, save $800, whatever.
Quarter of the price.
But it's just an idea. We just want to show you guys that you don't have to be rich to travel, you really don't. We'll be making a lot of videos in the future that deal with how to be really frugal while you're traveling, cheap tricks, and also we put out a survey and we got your guys' questions and feedback, and a lot of you guys were wondering about work abroad opportunities or volunteer abroad opportunities, and we will surely fill you in with all that information too. But for now, if you have more questions, comments, concerns, get in touch.